So, in this video, I'm going to take a look at a portfolio site for a PR and communications expert. I'm going to review how theories of influence and persuasion such as reciprocity, consistency, and authority can make a more dynamic homepage. I'm also going to keep with the neuromarketing principles of keep it simple and use first and last, which we'll talk about a little bit later. I will also touch on two behavioral changing tactics such as cognitive dissonance and endowed progress to help improve my user experience. Okay, so the page has a good many left brain techniques and a few right brain techniques, but very few if any whole brain strategies. First, we're using prime real estate for a redundant logo that doesn't do anything for the conscious consumer. We're going to remove this and move our more primal and dynamic video portfolio piece to that prime space. This video is a branded jet engine starting up, which heightens the primal senses. iMotion.com says using high-value digital real estate to grab the consumer's attention is paramount to keeping them engaged and in a conscious state. In an effort to keep this page simple, I'm going to remove the lengthy headline. As a study from Columbia University found, an overloaded headline will result in consumers doing one of four things: not being able to respond, getting bored or irritated, developing a so what attitude, or worst case, developing decision paralysis. So, I'm going to replace this lengthy header with the influencer's name and a more condensed, more authoritative title. I'm also going to remove the name from the nav bar in keeping with my keep it simple attitude, and in an effort to not overwhelm and detract from the user experience. Next, I don't want my consumer to get lost in the plethora of information, so I'm going to shorten the page by removing the portfolio components and allowing my navigation bar to guide my consumer through that choice. This is in line with my use first and last neuromarketing principle, which according to corporatevision.com means you want to start with an attention grabber and end with a hot close. Now, let's add some authority to this page by adding some consumer testimonials from my media kit. This is an easy way to begin building influence with my consumers and in line with our whole brain strategy. Finally, my call to action. I'll be using a neuromarketing technique and re-engaging my consumer. I'm going to give a statistic and ask a question in a whole brain approach. According to Gatehouse, 31% of North American companies' internal communicators do not have a formal communication strategy or plan. Now, using the persuasion theory of reciprocity and a bit of cognitive dissonance, I'm going to offer my services by saying, join the more successful 69% of companies now. This is a clear authoritative call to action and uses the motivation to persuade the consumer. After all, who doesn't want to be successful? I hope this has been a helpful show of how you can take a passive information hub to a more dynamic and primal guided user experience with a clear call to action. Thank you for watching.